What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? It is Jason, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about fasting and some of the things that I've done. Today, I celebrated my 100th fast, and this is the Zero app. I just took a screenshot of it because I'm super proud of it. My 100th fast since I started my journey in this new way of living, this new lifestyle that I really, really love. I really, really enjoy, and I really can't see leaving the way that I operate day to day anytime in the near future. Fasting has helped me not only clean up my levels, but it's helped me get in much better shape. It's helped me feel better, stop snoring, get off medicine for blood pressure and things that weren't good at all for me. And I'm super, super proud to say that over my journey and sharing some of my story, not only on this channel, but also on my Instagram, I've been able to inspire some people to try fasting. And some of those people have lost a ton of weight, including my father, who is now sitting at 220 pounds. He was over 250 pounds. He looks great, and he's just going through it day to day, living it. And I feel like fasting is a secret that is really not a secret anymore, but it's just it's like a secret life hack that I think anyone and everyone, especially if you're overweight or not feeling well, could benefit from. There are so many pros to fasting, and I'm not going to go into all of that here. I'm not a doctor. I've just done a ton of homework on the topic as I've lived it now for quite some time. I started my fasting journey in the beginning of June. Today, I celebrated my 100th fast. I've essentially done back-to-back fasts ever since I started. I have broken my fast a couple of times, once, twice, three times since I started, and I vary my fast anywhere from 13 hours to 77 hours along the way. You know what? It's just helped me get my life back in order. It's helped me to feel better when I wake up in the morning. It's got me into a place where I can be more active, and my energy reservoir is just full most of the time. I'm a big fasting advocate now, since it's allowed me to do what I've done in the past, 5 months at this time, whatever it is. Anyway, I am still down over 50 pounds from where I started my journey, and I owe it all to fasting. Now, I wanted to share a couple of things that I've done and things that I think would help anyone that is interested in becoming more healthy or interested in adapting a fasting lifestyle. And I'm sharing this with you because I feel that these little things that I've learned along the way have helped me considerably at different points of my journey. First and foremost, I think you have to be somewhat informed before you kind of start. And there are a number of videos that I will even put links to in the description of this video that I would say start there in terms of learning about the benefits of fasting, learning kind of how to do the fasting thing, and learning not just how to go into a fast, but how to come out of a fast properly so that you set yourself up for success. I think knowledge is power, and I think understanding a little bit more about the depth of what fasting can do for you will help you be more successful in this journey. And I would say that's tip number one. Second tip is you need to have the right, support in your life. And whether that's from your partner, from the person or the people that you spend your time with, or with supplements, you need to make sure that you have yourself covered so that you can weather the storm if it gets tough, and so that you are set up for success. One of the most, I think, helpful things that I found in terms of supplement support is an electrolyte compound that you put in water and you can drink during the day. It's loaded with sodium and magnesium and potassium, and it's called Element, LMNT. And I'm going to put a link to that in the description of this video. I feel that Element is kind of something that I don't know if I would be so successful in this fasting, lifestyle journey if I didn't have that supplement in my world. Also, salt, as crazy as it may sound, salt and water is really, really a godsend when you are fasting, especially when you get into prolonged fasts greater than 16, 18, or 20 hours. Salt, along with water, really helps. And when you combine that and have some element or natural, non-sugar, non-calorie, non-carbohydrate driven, I guess, additives to water, it allows you to consume more water. It allows you to stay hydrated. It allows you to kind of quench your thirst for something, and it allows you to essentially go longer periods of time without food, which is really the purpose of fasting. In that aspect, I would go over to number three, which I say in terms of support. Another thing that is really helpful is having an app tracker. And there are a number of them that exist today. I am a big fan of the Zero app, and the Zero app allows me to not only see what I've got going on, but it allows me to see how long I'm fasting, what's going on. I can change the intervals of my fast. I can set up intervals that I think I would want to explore. And it allows me to track more or less the state of my body or the state of my fast during a fast. In addition to the Zero app, I also use a ketone tester, which is essentially like a urine test where you actually pee on this thing and it actually tells you the state of ketosis that your body is in by the ketone reading that can be found in your urine. And I know that might sound extreme to some people, but I think when you start fasting and as you learn to be in touch with your body at a deeper level, understanding where you're at and understanding why you might be craving something or why something might be happening to you, it helps you understand that, either stage of the process, or it just helps you understand where you're at as a whole. And again, knowledge is power, going back to the beginning of this. And I feel like understanding where you're at, being able to track it, as well as to track your results, is super helpful. Speaking of tracking results and tracking things, this is another thing that I feel that has been very helpful. I picked this scale up on Amazon. I'm going to put a link to it in the description of this video. And this scale, I think it was under $60, but it does quite a bit, including telling the user about a lot of key metrics in your body, including your skeletal muscle mass, your bone density, the amount of water that is in your body fat percentage, your actual weight, and you can track it with an app that actually links to your phone. I think that this app and this scale could help drive you to insanity if you allow it to, because you get so consumed with the stats. But it is the best way to stay really in tune with what's going on with your body, in addition to how you're feeling, right? Like, looking at the numbers don't lie. And I feel like that's all part of this process, understanding how to navigate this, understanding where you're at, understanding what your body might need to help get you through this moment, and then actually tracking the status throughout your journey is the way to stay on top of it. And as you do this longer, I feel like, and even for me, I continue to evolve, and it's just awesome. There's a couple other things that I would highly encourage anyone that's getting into the fasting routine or lifestyle to keep track of, and that is your daily movement in terms of step count. And I know I've seen a number of videos here on this platform where people track their steps and whatnot, but I feel that that has been incredibly helpful for me in my journey. Staying active and increasing my step count has allowed me to just become better, I feel like, as a whole. At a very minimum, I try to walk at least 10,000 steps a day. Some of the days when I'm working and loading and running around like a maniac, I can easily exceed 30,000 steps in a day, which is a considerable amount of miles if you really were to put it into that context. But staying on top of this step count has really helped. I feel like my body, just look, the shape of my body, it's allowed me to get a little bit leaner, and that consistent low intensity workouts are really good for losing body fat, especially when you're fasted. I feel like it's just been a super helpful thing. So that's very important as well. I think the topic of staying active and staying busy is also something that can help you through fasts. You know, I time my fast around what my life and my world is all about. If I know I'm going into work and and have a really kind of crazy day on deck, and I would typically be breaking my fast in the middle of that time, I try to think it out leading up to that so that I could either eat earlier that day, or as I start doing my work role that evening, I'm going into this deeper level of ketosis so that I'm not going to be hungry and I'm not going to be hangry when I'm on site at an event. I feel that change, that shift in mood is really a result of craving things like sugar or carbohydrates. And again, I try to live my life as best I can, including going out to dinner, including having drinks when I'm with Lauren or if I'm out for an occasion. But I try to adjust my fasting windows leading up to or right after these life events, whether it's work, whether it's going out or doing something, so that I can partake, I can enjoy, and then I can just go right back into a fasted kind of state or fasted window as soon as we're done with whatever it is that we have going on. On days when I'm working and I'm out and about as a DJ running around, I might eat when I kind of get up in the morning after I get my little workout in, or I might stay fasted and fast the entire day. I did, and I have found that when I'm fasted and I work, I'm very, very sharp. I'm much faster in terms of song selection, in terms of moving back and forth, in terms of getting songs. My mind is a little bit clearer and I feel much more in tune to my events. And I think that's super important. I think staying super busy when you're in your later stages of fasting, it helps you get through those fasted periods because you're occupied, your mind's working, you're busy. And I feel like it just is a big help. The last piece of advice I would give to anyone that's interested in fasting and incorporating fasting into their lifestyle is to vary your fasts, not to fast the same way every single day. Switch things up, extend your fast from time to time, reduce your fasted window. Maybe instead of having one meal a day, move to 2 meals a day every so often. Try to have a longer fasted state window at least once a week, and try to keep your body, your metabolism, and the things that are working inside of you guessing as to what you have in mind for your, I guess, next meal and when things are going to be happening. That keeps your body running in almost like a furnace like state. So today I did a 24-hour fast. I ate essentially one gigantic meal in a 30-minute window, and then I started my fasting clock right again. I know I'm not going to be needing a second meal today because like I feel super fulfilled, I feel content, I feel full, and I'm going to carry this with me until sometime tomorrow or maybe even the day after. I'm not sure if I want to enter into a 36 or 48-hour window right now, but I know I'm going to be doing at least 20 to 24 hours. And based on how I'm feeling tomorrow, I'll adjust depending on how I feel. Sometimes your body craves things at different points in time, and I think it's super important to listen to your body. I just think it's super important to vary your fast and not do the same thing over and over again, and that's the point of me sharing this tip. Anyway, these are some of the tips that I think I found to be very helpful in my quest living this fasted life. And I hope if you are someone that is experimenting with fasting, that you found some value in this video. I really just feel amazing from fasting, and I am now down just about 50 pounds, and I've stayed at this weight and been able to maintain this weight for a considerable amount of time at this point, and I feel amazing. I think fasting is a really, really interesting concept that has a ton of science in terms of benefits and what and how it can help heal your body. And if you are someone that's watching this, you feel overweight, you feel unhealthy, your levels are off from blood work or tests that you might have run, I would highly, highly encourage you to do some homework and check out some of the links in the description of this video and try to do some fasting for a couple of weeks and just see if that helps you feel better, if it helps clean up some of your mess that you have going on. Anyway, I hope you found value in this video. If you have any tips that you'd like to share with me about your experience fasting, I'd love to hear from you in the comments underneath this video. If you have questions about anything I've shared to you in this video, please leave it down below, and be on the lookout for more videos coming right here to the channel in the days, weeks, and months ahead. And I appreciate you sticking with me to the end of this fasting video. Thanks for watching.